This cat is my soulmate. For sure. Oh, I love you. Okay. We've got not even a minute left to go before class starts. And I want to just thank you guys all for tuning in and coming to practice with me and Lucky today. The puppy is off getting his hair cut. All of my dog family over here, beware, because the ticks are out and there's numbers. I had a really hard time with Rocket with lots of ticks. So be careful walking your dogs because they're everywhere. Oh my goodness. Okay, so starting our practice today, let's come to stand up. We're just going to keep it flowing. My hope is that you can really connect to your breath and ground. Right? It's very important that we stay grounded and connected here. So starting in mountain pose. And just take a moment here, spreading out your toes, and when you feel comfortable, your eyes can close. Just kind of shifting your weight into and around your foot pads and your toes and your heels. Finding that connection to the earth beneath you and within you. The connection to your breath. When you start to come to stillness, maybe the knees are a little bit soft here, right? But lifting up through the top of your head. Maybe lift the shoulders up to the ears and then let them slowly just roll down the back. Feeling the fingertips extend down now and then lifting up a little bit more through the top of your head. Start to reach your arms all the way up, nice and slow. Find that gentle resistance through the atmosphere. And if it's comfortable in your body, your palms will touch. And then with an inhale, lift up through your fingertips. Looking up at your thumbs. If it's comfortable, we'll be here for 5 breaths. Let the shoulders soften a little bit. Last 2. One more deep breath. Stretch up. And then forward fold, softening your knees, bringing your hands down towards your mat. Let your head drop, right? Even slightly tucking your chin and staying with the bent knees. Just find a little movement here, a little mobility. Feeling the breath start to become smoother, a lot of awareness into your breath. And come into a flat back as you inhale, lengthen, and whether your fingertips are on blocks or on your shins, just be here in this long spine for a moment. Observe. One more breath. Soften your knees even more as you fold and tuck your chin. Stay here for a full breath in. And then exhale, roll up, keeping your chin tucked as you roll up to stand up. Inhale, arms lift and your gaze lifts. Press up through your fingertips. And then again, we'll fold in half, softening the knees. Good. Come into a flat back here. And fold. Stay here for a deep breath in. Exhale, roll up slowly using that entire exhale. Chin stays tucked. Inhale, long spine. Lift the arms. Stretch up through the fingertips. Maybe drop the head back looking at the thumbs. And then fold in half. Drop the head, tuck the chin. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. And now bring your fingertips back just slightly. Step your left foot slowly and calmly back into a low lunge. And you can be on blocks here or whatever props you might have. Hug your right hip crease and find a little rock. Just observing how you're feeling today in your body, on your mat, with appreciation. And lower your back knee and walk your hands up your front thigh and just find a lift here. Press away. One more breath, just like this. Then take your hands behind your back and either hook your thumbs or interlace all of your fingers here and stretch your knuckles down towards your mat. Lift your chin, and if it's feeling okay, you'll sink in, but keep lifting up the chest, lift up the low belly. Good. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up and stretch up. Exhale, fingertips down on your mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, really stretch that back leg. And then plant your palms, step into plank pose. Feet together. Feet together, quadriceps engaged. Lifting up out of your shoulders. Engaging the core. And keep your gaze at the top of your mat. Let's hold for 5. Knees are down if you're modifying. Full, complete breaths. One more here. Inhale and shift forward. And then lower slowly to your belly. Stretch back through your toes and lift your chest into a low cobra. Let's take 5 breaths here. Drawing back the elbows, wiggling the heart forward. Neck is spacious. One more breath. And release. Forehead down. Tuck your toes, plant your palms by your chest. As you inhale, lift the knees. And as you exhale, engage your core and press into a high push-up. Good. And then let's come into downward facing dog from here. Big, deep breath all the way in and all the way out. And then just find a little movement here, pedaling out your feet, swaying out the hips, finding some extension in the side body. More importantly, just observing how you're feeling. Observing your breath, your experience today. Two more breaths in your first downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up from the heel of your foot, so keep your right pinky toe down. Lift up low belly and press up out of your shoulders. Look down between your legs or up at your navel. Press through the sole of that foot. And then bend your knee and allow your hip to open up. Your right shoulder is going to want to lift. See if you can just drop it down softly to find some evenness in the shoulders. Maybe a circle of the ankle, the foot in one direction and the other. And then with the hip open, stretch that leg nice and long. Square off your hip and step your foot to the top of your mat. So we're in a low lunge again here. Walk your back foot out so your feet are hips width distance apart. And then activate your core as you lift up. Crescent warrior. You can soften your back knee here just to really get into a nice deep lunge. Then lift up low belly, soften the lower spine, and then work that back leg straight. Find length through the side body. Just breathe. Engage Mula Bandha, pelvic floor. Good, sink into it and then reach up. Take a deep breath in. Hands to heart, mountain pose, step up. Inhale, all the way up, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. And then we're going to step the right foot back slowly. Low lunge. Hug the left hip in. Lift the back. Thigh up. And breathe. Lower your back knee. Walk your hands up your front thigh. And then press away, just gently. So we're up nice and tall, wiggling the chest up, low belly stays active. Ujjayi breath. And then we'll take the interlace one finger over or hooking the opposite thumbs. Just remember to try easy. Two more rounds of breath. Good, reach the arms all the way up and then lift up through the fingertips, look up, hands to mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee up. Step into your plank pose, feet together. And come forward over your toes this time. Knees can be down to modify. Let those shoulders open. Really press up away from your mat. Taking 5 breaths. Bring some awareness to the expression on your face and see if you can just soften that up. One more here. Shifting forward even more, coming all the way down to our bellies, releasing the toes. Inhale, low cobra. 5 breaths. You can lift the palms here, maybe even the toes if you'd like. And release. Tuck toes, forehead down. Inhale here. Exhale, lifting up to a plank or a table. And then your downward facing dog. Finding some movement. Finding what feels good. Lift your left leg up this time, keeping the left pinky toe down. So hugging that right hip in and lifting up out of your shoulders, head down. Press through the sole of the left foot. Big, spacious breaths. Like, have so much appreciation for your breath, for this body today. Good. Open up your hip. Take some circles with the foot or the knee. Again, softening the left shoulder down. Let's take one more breath here. And then straighten out that leg. Square off the hips. Step your left foot to the top of your space. Be on your fingertips as you walk your right foot out a little bit. Left hip hugs in. Engage your core and rise up. Crescent warrior. Again, I like to bend that back knee just to get into a nice deep lunge. Lift up frontal hip points and low belly to remove the back bend from the back. And then work that back leg. Arms reach. Hug the muscle to bone. One more breath. Stretch out. And bring your hands to your heart. Step the back foot up. Mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. We'll do some sun salutations here. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Feel free to add another push-up there before downward facing dog. Good, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more here. Big sigh. Good, step your feet together, lift your heels up as you inhale. And then bend your knees, look forward, and hop or step to your hands. Come into a flat back here, and fold. Inhale all the way up to stand up, reach up high, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale to your low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Two more. And lift your heels up. Bend your knees, look long, hop or step forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Come all the way up to stand up, reach up high. And fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale to your low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Add the push-up if you want. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more fill. Empty. Good, right leg lifts up, nice and high. Stretch through the toes. And then step your foot to the top of your mat. Turn your back heel flat and come up into warrior two. And lift up your frontal hip points, lift up your low belly, and sink in. Work the glutes. Interlace your fingers behind your back and bring them to the right side of your hip. So bring your fist to the right side of your hip, but look straight in line with your torso. Sink into it. Engage your pelvic floor muscles. Relax your toes. One more breath. Release your arms and look back towards the front of your mat. And then reverse your warrior here. Deepen the bend in your front knee. Work your back leg nice and long. reach that right rib cage up and over. Two more breaths, you can do it. One more. Exhale to side angle pose. So right forearm on your thigh for this one. Left arm stretching up and over the ear. Create space around your neck. Rotate into your upper back. Take one more breath. Good. Come back into warrior two. And then come into Skandasana. So bend your left knee and staying up high or coming a little bit further down. Whatever is available to you. If it feels good, you might stretch your arms out. Observe with breath what feels good. One more breath. Good. We're coming to the top of the mat, so you can use your hands or not. Let's find lizard. So heel toe the right foot out. Take the back knee down. I'm staying up on my fingertips here, just kind of lifting my heart up, getting deep in there for the first few breaths. If you have the space, you can come onto your forearms or just place your block there. Stay here for the last few breaths, or take your back foot with your right hand. And find that quad stretch. If you have the bind, just release that. And everybody come up onto your fingertips. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee up. Inhale. And then step your back foot forward, Malasana. Sink your hips, lift your heart. Just breathe. Enjoy your experience on your mat today. Breathe into the spaces that might feel very tight. Good. Stay here, or we'll find our crow on our way back towards downward facing dog. Right, bringing the heels up, hugging everything into center. 5, 4, 3, 2, and make your way through a vinyasa to down dog. Good, deep breath in downward facing dog. Left leg rises. Stretch through those toes. And then let's step the left foot forward. Come into warrior two. Nice deep warrior two. Really hugging the inner legs towards each other. Interlace the fingers, one finger over, and bring your fist over to the left side of your body, looking straight ahead. Stay strong and slow down your breath. Open your arms back up and look over the left middle finger. And then reverse your warrior. We're holding here for 5 breaths. I know. Try to stay lifted up in both sides of the torso. Work the opposition as you're bending into the left knee. You're reaching through the left fingertips. Hug your glutes. In. One more breath. Good. Extended side angle. Working the rotation in the upper back, working the lift of the low belly. One more breath. Come back into warrior two. And then bend into your right knee for Skandasana. Again, you can stop right here or come down lower. Reach the arms out if it feels good. Last round of breath here. Good. Let's come towards the top of the mat. Find our lizard lunge. Lowering the back knee and just seeing what's available here. Noticing the difference in both sides. Depending on where you place this left foot, the toes, the heel is going to change the stretch for you. So find those places that feel good. And breathe. For the last few breaths, either stay there or take the twist, take the back foot. You can be up on this right hand to do this. You don't have to be on the forearm. Good, release. Everybody coming up onto our fingertips here. Inhale. Lift the back knee, step up to Malasana. Yogi squat. Deep breath. Feel the warmth in the hips, the warmth in your body, the heat starting to build, the healing heat and breath, movement. And we'll find another crow pose here on our way through our vinyasa. So getting the knees up there into the armpits and rolling forward over those toes as you lift the feet up, possibly working the arms straight, press up away from the mat. Right, we're coming into mountain pose for this one. So just step your feet back down. Everybody rise up, reach up. And bring your hands to your heart center. Roll your shoulders back. Nice deep breath. Come into chair pose. Inhale. Forward fold on your exhale. We'll flow through some Surya Bees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to Chaturanga. Flow through upward facing dog. And then back into downward facing dog. And step your right foot forward. Turn your back heel flat. Come up, warrior one. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale to your low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, back heel flat, warrior one. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale to your low push up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And out. A few more just like that. Lift your heels up. Bend your knees, look forward, and then hop or step to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Come up, warrior one for a breath. And exhale to your low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot steps forward, warrior one, inhale. Exhale, hands to mat. Low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe here. Start to really work those heels behind the ankles. Lift those hips up to the sky. Drop your chest down, opening up the back. Upper back. Good. Lift your heels up. Bend your knees, look forward. Top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale to your low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog, thighs starting to really lift. Press up out of the shoulders, out of the hands. Downward dog. Step your right foot forward, come up, warrior one. Release, hands to mat. Low push-up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, come up, warrior one. And release to your low push-up. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. If you need a break, come to child's pose. Start to feel the breath slow down. You are in control. Always. Everybody, make your way to the top of your mat. Come into a flat back when you get there. And then fold. Come all the way up to stand up, reach up high. And bring your hands to your heart center. We'll come into tree pose here. Standing on the right foot, left foot somewhere above or below the knee. And then lifting up. Thumbs into your heart, lift your heart up into your thumbs. Interlace your fingers, stretch your palms up, gazing up. Keep finding length in the side body. Hands to heart. From here, come into warrior three. Stretch, and you can have a bend in your front knee. Really press that top leg nice and long. Soften your left outer hip down. And either reach your arms forward or out to the side or back behind you. Stay strong. Last round of breath. Exhale into half moon. So bring your right fingertips down and start to stack your hips and stack your ribs. Take it slow, right? Slowly and skillfully. Stretch through the top leg, stretch through the arms. Lower belly stays lifting. Bend your right knee a lot. Step back into warrior two. And then straighten out your front leg for triangle. You're going to start to reach forward through the arms, reach the hips back. Reach, reach, reach. When you can't reach anymore, right hand coming down. Left arm lifting, and then find a lift up out of both sides of your rib cage. Rotate into your upper back. If it feels good and you want to half bind, just bring your left arm around your back, hook your inner thigh. Releasing the bind, top arm over the ear for a breath. Good, and then come back up. Strong core, strong legs. Turn your left toes out. Let's find temple pose. Bring your hands towards your temples. Lift up, low belly, sink in. Good, and then let's come into Prasarita, our forward fold. Be here for 5 breaths. Perfect time for an inversion if you'd like it. This is also a nice inversion right here. Deep breaths. Last round of breath here. And come into a flat back. Grab your hips and rise up. Find warrior two, bending into your front knee. We'll come in for extended side angle here. This time, maybe the fingertips touch the ground, inside or outside the foot. I like to use a block here. If you want to bind, take it. I'm working the length here, hugging the hips under the midline, lifting up the lower locks. Two more breaths. Space around the neck. Good. Release it here. And then plant your left palm. Let's come into side plank, and if you'd like, you can take the toe lock on your way there. Wherever you are, whether it's a modified side plank, or you're lifting up through your toes and your top leg, we're taking a few more breaths. Stay strong. And make your way back to downward facing dog. Through a vinyasa or not, yogi's choice. Always your choice, always your choice. Great, downward facing dog, pedal out your feet. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Good. And then bring your feet to the top of your mat. Find a flat back. Forward fold. Come all the way up to stand up. Reach up high. Bring your hands to your heart. Roll your shoulders back. And let's come towards tree pose, standing on the left foot this time. Thumbs into your heart, heart into your thumbs. Let's interlace the fingers and stretch up. Press those palms up to the sky. Engage Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. One more breath. Good. Release hands to heart. And come into Warrior 3. Warrior 3. Soft front knee. Pressing through that back foot. And then softening the right outer hip down. Core stays engaged. I'm going to reach my arms forward through my fingertips, through the top of my head. You choose your path. 3, 2, 1. Half moon. Make sure you can see your top foot as you look down towards it. And then you draw your bottom ribs forward, top ribs back. Lots of length out through all of your limbs. Last breath. Good. Bend your left knee a lot. Step back into Warrior 2. And straighten out your front leg. Let's move into triangle pose. Hips back, arms forward. Both sides may be different. Stay engaged. If you want the wrap, take it. Top arm around the back. Releasing the bind, top arm over the ear just for a breath. And let's come back up. Warrior 2. Turn your right toes out. Let's find temple pose again here. You might lift the heels this time. And come into Prasarita, your forward fold. If you want to take the ankles or the big toes or whatever you're feeling. Last round of breath here. Good. Bring yourself up onto your fingertips. Catch your hips with your hands, rise up. And Warrior 2. Nice deep lunge here. Let's come in for side angle pose. Good. Stretching the top arm over the ear or taking your bind. Lift up low belly. Every exhale, rotate into your upper back. Good, and release. Right hand down. Good. Lift your back heel, and then let's come in towards side plank, Vasisthasana. Make sure your right hand is under your right shoulder. Take the toe if it's calling you, if it's in your practice. Good, and then make your way back to downward facing dog. Awesome. One more thing here, we'll come onto the ground. Lift your right leg up and step your foot to the top of your mat. Come up into crescent warrior and bring your hands to your heart. I'm going to take a prayer twist, leaning forward over that front thigh. Work the back leg, come forward over your back toes, take a deep breath in. And then left elbow over the thigh. Open up your chest towards the right side of the room. Hug the right hip in and lengthen through your sternum here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Release. Good. Step back to plank. Lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to downward dog. Left leg lifts. Step your left foot through. Come up to crescent. Bring your hands to your heart. Lean forward. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Good, release. Step back into plank. Shift forward over your toes, lower all the way down onto your belly. And reach your arms back by your side, forehead down, feet together. Start to press into the tops of your feet, lift your knees, and then lift your chest. So my hands and the tops of my feet are pressing down. We're going to build this locust pose. One more breath. Lower the forehead down. Just kind of relax here. Good. This time, lift the kneecaps. Press into the palms, lift the chest, lift the head, and then lift the feet. Keep the palms pressing down. Stretch through the toes. Bring your feet closer together. One more breath. And release, forehead down. Relax the glutes. Bring your feet together. They tend to drift apart. Anchor down your pubic bone. Lift your kneecaps up. Good. Lift your chest. Then lift your feet and lift your hands and stretch your fingertips towards your heels. Stretch your toes towards the back of the room. Keep space around your neck. Relax your face. Lift what you've got. One more breath. Whew. Release and rest the cheek. Be with your breath for a moment. Good. Bring your forehead to center one more time. Press your palms down, lift your knees, lift your head, lift your feet, lift your hands, and stay here, or take your ankles or your feet and find bow pose for 5. Slow, deep breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good, release. Rest your other cheek and just kind of let everything soften. way back to downward facing dog through a nice strong plank. Lift your right leg up high. And then come into pigeon here on the right side. If you're super flexible and you have your front shin parallel, make sure you can drop that left hip down so you can kind of even them out. You could even place your hand here and kind of just work this nice angle. Take what you need there at home on your mat. We'll be here for several breaths. Breathe into the darker spaces, the tighter spaces, nice, slow. Last few breaths. Start to come up. Make your way back to downward dog. Lift your right leg up. Open up your hip. If it feels okay, flip your dog. Flip your dog nice and gently. Sink your hip. Lift it back up. Just stretch the front side of your body. Start to come back around to downward dog. And lift your left leg up. And pigeon on the left. Tune into the sound of your own breath. Slower exhales. Last few breaths. Start to come up and come back towards downward dog. Nice and gently. Lift your left leg up here. Left leg up. Open up your hip. You can stay right there. Or gently flip your dog. I like to stay low as I'm doing these things. Stay nice and grounded. Take your time. And even as I'm going to come back around to downward dog, I'm going to sink my hip, engage my core, and just stay low to the ground. Good. Go ahead and make your way onto your back. And let's find wheel pose, or bridge pose, I'm sorry. We're gonna come into bridge here. Coming towards bridge. Try to root down into your inner feet, like keep the big toe mounds pressing down. Keep those inner thighs and outer hips engaged. And press up. Keep the glutes active. Walk shoulders in. Big belly breaths. Fill up your belly on the inhale. Empty it out on the exhale. Chest to chin. Chin lifts a little bit. Lower down. And let your knees touch. Arms might just open nice and wide if you have the space. Some of you might even sway your knees from side to side. We'll come up again, bridge or wheel. And release. Knees touching. Hug your knees towards you gently. Find happy baby. Remember, you can take your ankles or the backs of the knees as well here. Pressing the legs into a straddle if it's available. And then let's come to the top of the mat. Sit up tall at the top of your mat. Extend your legs out in front of you. Bring the sole of your left foot inside your right thigh and reach your arms up. Square your chest and fold forward over the front thigh. Janya Shirshasana. Try to keep a long spine. Extend out through your sternum. Keep your chin coming towards your toes. Bring yourself up. Step your left foot over your right thigh for a seated twist. Sit up nice and tall. Left fingertips behind you. Right arm stretches up. Inhale. And then twist on your exhale. Good. Keep the front toes flexed. Tall spine. Deep breaths. Back to center. Extend the left leg. Put the right foot inside the left thigh. Square your chest. Reach up. Fold. And bend that front knee if you need to, or take a towel or a strap around your foot. Inhale. Exhale. Back up. Step your right foot over your left thigh and sit forward and up. Good. Right fingertips behind you, left arm lifts. Inhale. Exhale, suck your low belly in and up as you twist. Breathing into the collarbones, the chest, and the upper rib cage. Come back to center. And we'll lie down on our backs. Lift your feet up. Just 2 more closing postures before we come towards Shavasana. You can stay here. You can place a block under your low back. Or you can come into plow pose, bringing the feet behind the head, hands to the low back, elbows walking in. If your toes easily touch the floor, just release the tops of the feet. Those of you in waterfall, stay there. Those of you in plow, let's come towards shoulder stand. And come back to plow from shoulder stand. Release your hands down. And let's just lower the spine down nice and slow, 1 vertebra at a time. Good. And we'll come into fish pose from here. So bringing the hands underneath the bum. I like to cross my thumbs here. Lengthen your legs out long and walk your elbows in. And press into your forearms and lift up until the top of your head softly touches your mat or not. Open up that throat. And when you're done, just gently coming back onto your backs. We'll come for Shavasana here. If Supta Baddha Konasana is calling you, feel free to bring the soles of your feet together here. Allow all the parts of you touching your mat to soften. All the muscles in your face to soften. Your head, your scalp. Relax your shoulders and your arms, your hands. And relax your thighs, your legs, your feet. Soften your mind. Your organs. Becoming more and more relaxed with each exhale. If you have time to stay here longer, please stay as long as you have available. And start to awaken with a deeper breath. Stretch your arms and legs long. Step your feet on your mat. Press your tailbone down and then hug your knees towards you. Roll off to a side that feels good. Then make your way up to a nice easy seat. Let's take a moment here just to bring the hands to the heart. Notice how you feel in your body. Send some good energy and love out into the world. And also give yourself some love. Remember that you are strong, you're powerful, and you are in control. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. Let's gaze up and take a deep breath in. Namaste, you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming to class today and continuing to be so supportive and loving and amazing. I can't wait to see you again. And yeah, I freaking love you. Bye.